Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here with another Transformers review, and today we're looking at Power the Primes Blackwing, also known as Darkwing. We're going to take a look at his card he comes with. Nice little artwork. This is what's also on his packaging. And I got Quintus Blackwing, seeds life on desolate planets to watch it suffer. That's kind of nice. Makes me wish Hasbro or Card makes some Quintessons for us. He also comes with his Prime Master thingy majiggy, and you can plug it all over him if you want. I don't really use it, so it's to the side. And this is Blackwing in his jet mode. He's got two guns on the side, which are removable. Become his handguns in robot mode. Now, one thing you can do, and it's also in the instructions for Blackwing, but not for Dreadwind, is you can combine them a la G1 toys. So what you want to do is, the instructions show you a certain way of doing it. This is how the instructions show it. Raise this up all the way. Pull this little tab piece out here. Go make the other thing go. Tab it in. And then it tells you to flip the wings over. So you won't have this pretty little design showing. This will actually be on the underside if you do it the way the instructions want you to do it. You put them that way. And to the side. And you want to close that back onto the figure. And then you want to fold this back and take his little head and tuck it on in. And so what you're going to connect them with is this little port. That little peg will go in this port right here. So on this guy here, what you want to do is take his wings on Dreadwind and fold them back. One of them doesn't like tabbing in very well for me, so. And then you just take them and you take that and you just tab it in. But it is, yeah, that's all. I mean, it doesn't actually show instructions, how to do it, and that's the only thing you can really see that will actually tab, is this. And it doesn't really hold. You can do it for a little bit. Yeah. What I found you can do, which ruins the double wing look, is just take these wings. All you do is just tuck it under, and that holds a lot better. You probably still, if you shake hard enough, you still can disconnect them. If you can push them even further, you can really wedge them in there. But you lose the double, the two wing look on each side, and so, The other way to do it, more like the G1 toy has it, is you would keep the wings facing the other way, but just out to the side. Close that back. But then when you do that again, you're stuck with the same thing of it just falling out. It's just easy. And you can always push them forward like so, and you get the pretty wing display now. And it holds a little bit better. Not as good, and the reason for that is on the underside of these wings, there are these little tabs that sort of just catch on stuff underneath his wings. That's what holds it better than the other way. But that's just a little thing you can do with them. That's like a throwback to the G1 toy there. So we'll just put him back into jet mode, and do so. Just pull this backpack up, this little peg thing, just fold it back into him, and then close this back down. And you fix his wings however you see fit. Yeah, put his head down. There we go. And to show off, I'll go ahead and show this real quick. This is the G1 combined mode. This is what they're aiming for. This is still a little loose, and I'll tell you why, because my G1 toys are not perfect anymore. I played the crap out of them. So, but it holds really good. It pegs in multiple places. His tail fin here will peg into the cockpit area of him. And then the wings slide through these little slots here. Plus it pegs in down here in two pegs, or two snapping things. I can't do it on this side because this piece of my Dreadwing has started to come out somehow. I don't know how I did that as a kid from the place it's provided. These wings slide back. It's a more solid thing, but That's the G1 look for. I guess I'd let you take a look at it. Woo! Woo! Still, I never really did this much as a kid. I never really saw the purpose. I mean, I don't know. Woohoo. Okay. And here is his jet mode. Again, we'll take a grand look at this. It is very nice, very sleek. I do like it. The colors all look very nice. The paint is handled very well in him. I have a few little, got a little tiny
Scratch! Oh my stars, for the love of Liza.
Right there on the Subcon logo. And there's a little paint place I'll show you on robot mode. It's not a scratch though. But the jet mode is very nice. Yes, this is just the Aerobot's retooled. This one's a more heavy retool on the outside here. It looks really good. Very reminiscent of the G1, and I'll show that off here. And here's the G1. And you can keep these together in the G1. That way there's stickers on both sides. Or you can separate it, give it that kind of look that the Power of the Prime has. However you see fit. Yeah. But you can tell the size difference. Of course, the G1 is a lot bigger. It's more of a Voyager scale size. So, but overall, I think they did an amazing job on trying to replicate this into the newer style. Then, of course, you got his Power Master. They use Prime Masters now. The underside, you can still see that there's very much a robot hidden in here. They didn't. Hands are still very visible on both. He does a little more tricky by his body spinning around and his legs going different ways. So it is a more unique transformation, I would give it. Yeah. Now we're going to get to robot mode. So first thing I'm going to do is just unpeg these guns, which are doing really good. Really tight. My wife hears that a lot. Let's see. All right. Okay, so take those guns out. You can go ahead and unpeg or untab his arms from the sides. And if you want, you can go ahead and raise them all the way up where they're going to have to go, shoulders. You can take the back part here, so untab it, start bending it back a little bit. Then you want to sit here and undo his legs, pull his wings out somewhat, undo his legs. And this is a regular old Combiner Wars, legs for the Aerobots. Get to where the slots are open, available, and you can tab in the back of the legs. Separate. Push those back if you wish. You can leave them sticking out if you want. Then you want to undo his backpack, like so. Then you want to take these pieces here and spin them around so that the pretty yellow is facing towards the front of the robot. Go ahead and close up the entire backpack. Tab it in. 2 tabs right here, closing the backpack. Go ahead and fold that down. And you just want to turn his head around. And there's that little tab right there that there's a little cutout in here we'll go over. And there you go. Right. And you can just fix the wings up however you want. And you take his little pistols and you stick them in his hands. Like so. Oh, dude, man. Okay. Alright. Now I'll go ahead and compare them off with the G1 version. Alright, the G1 dude. And you see I think they did a fairly good job trying to mimic this. It looks alright. Of course, the newer Power of the Primes has way more articulation than this original G1 did. The G1 transformation is more involved. I don't say involved, but more unique, and I do like that. Also on the G1, if you don't want the wings sticking out, they always fold back, and you can have a little more slender bot there. But the face sculpts are similarly close. It's not the exact same, which is fine by me. I think they did a good job. And if you will notice that on the card art for the Power of the Primes, he has these 2 thrusters in the back, which are not present on the Power of the Primes. That is just left over from the G1 toy. So, all right, overall articulation on this figure is everything you come to expect. If you've had a Combiner Wars Aerobot, you know what you're getting out of this guy. There is no surprises, except for maybe in the head articulation when you can raise his head off. And but he can look way up. That's because of transformation. Not really down, because he's got a big chin. Of course, you can turn his head all the way around. The shoulders, the biceps swivels, the elbow joints, the hips, which only go yay far on the sides, and go way back to the back and to the front. And then he also got a good knee bend. So you can get him in some fairly good poses. Overall, I think the toy is very nice. Show off his face sculpt in a more close up. Mine does not stay tabbed to the body very well. Another part I noticed, the paint on the remote, everything is very nice. Right here, they did not get far enough into the combiner port, as there is still a little bit of blue on the edge there. Whereas this side, they got all the way to the side. But everything else is very nice on the figure. I like the character, so he was a must-buy for me. Anyway, it's my review on Blackwing. If you're into the power of the Primes and want to collect them all, definitely. If you're not big on this character, no, he's an easy skip. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till the next one.